Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm currently top 200 in the world, 7,709 trophies. I'm going to be pushing with the best Xbow deck in the meta right now. It's going to be Queenbow with the rocket, and I'm actually trying to snipe someone. I just watched my friend Aragon play a match, and he went up against someone who's playing LavaLoon minor arrows. So I'm hoping that I can maybe find that same person. We did find a match against, okay, FCM Gapare, exactly, this is the person I was trying to go up against, so gonna give him the good luck, and he is probably gonna lava first play, knowing him. Oh, he goes for a minor, just gonna catch it with a knight. And my last ladder videos have been pushes with Inferno Xbow cycle, but now I decided to finally switch to this deck. Yep, there's the Lava Hounds are gonna go Xbow same lane. I decided to switch to this deck because it is just better. I mean, Inferno is really fun to play and it is my favorite deck, but it's just not super viable in the meta right now, especially with how weak Tesla is, how much better Queen is than Archers. All those reasons just make this one better. So we do see Skeleton Dragons come down. I'm going to go for my Queen inwards to my King Tower here to try and snipe the Skeleton Dragons first, which we get off perfectly, and then I'm just going to get a nice rocket off on this Lava Hound plus Balloon, plus my opponent just used his miner, so he won't actually have it available for this push, and just like that, we basically already won. So I guess it was a pretty good idea to go for the Xbow when he went Lava Hound, especially because he didn't have miner and cycle for his lava push. Okay, goes Barbs at the bridge, just gonna log all of them, and iDrag. I'm gonna Knight over here to pull all of this in, and then, okay, iDrag didn't get pulled, that kind of sucks, just gonna go Skeletons, then Cannon instantly, because I think he's gonna zap the Skeletons. Okay, never mind, but Cannon will still do work against the Miner. He does zap the Cannon now. I'm just gonna Fire Spirit to make sure it doesn't get too much damage, and just like that, Knight's also gonna take tower, so that's basically gonna be game. My opponent's really mad. Yeah, I mean, I did kind of snipe him, not gonna lie. Like, I didn't snipe in terms of hard countering. I don't think I have a hard counter here, but I just wanted to go up against this guy with this deck. I feel like it's better than 3.0. I might be wrong, but because Queen is so much more useful against arrows, that's what I thought. And he predicts my Xbow with the Skeleton Dragons. I'm just going to give him the sarcastic well played, and then go in with an Xbow now. He's kind of forced to Balloon here, so I could maybe rocket the Balloon if it does come down. He goes Inferno Dragon. I'm actually still going to rocket that, because he should be quite low on elixir, honestly. Also going to kite these Barbs out of Xbow range with Skeletons. Notice that play. Just taking advantage of the fact that Xbow has a bit of a shorter vision range, I guess, and you can use that side tile at the corner of the map to kite stuff out of range. Just going to Queen for this Balloon, and I can Xbow with the Queen once the Balloon gets taken out. I'm just going to wait for it to get a bit closer so Death Bomb doesn't... I think it might still hit my Xbow, actually. Yeah, that's a bit of my fault, but still going to pop my ability now. Queen should kind of shred everything here, and he doesn't have Barbs, he doesn't have Balloon. He's going to have to go Inferno Dragon or Miner here. Yep, Miner comes down, but comes down late, because I did, again, do the trick, kiting the Barbs out of Xbow range, and Xbow's going to be on tower. We're going to go Cannon in case he goes for a Balloon, so it will kind of support and take it out. Skeleton as well, then I can just rocket this Balloon. We'll also hit the Skeleton Dragon, so perfect. By the way, rocket doesn't kill a Balloon, so if they go Miner Balloon, rocket won't really do it, but you can just rocket Fire Spirit, and that will kill a Balloon, even if the tower's not targeting it, so just a useful little tip there. But really nice first win against pretty annoying deck, actually, but I did just want to match him after seeing Aragon beat him, so yeah, that's going to be my first win of the day. 7,736 trophies, top 150 in the world. Alright, and we found the next match against Tanjo Anjo. I actually know who he is. I played against him yesterday. I'm going to give him the good luck and see what's up. Just going to Fire Spirit the bridge to start out. He gives the good game. So, okay, I don't think he wants to tie, but I think he kind of is like giving a GG like he's going to lose, because I did beat him yesterday pretty well, but I don't have 3.0 Xbow cycle. I have this deck now, which I think is worse against Splashyard, because Archers are obviously much more useful against Graveyard pushes, so I don't think it'll necessarily be a free win, but I think this should still be Xbow's matchup on paper. And Baby Dragon does target the Knight, perfect, so this will stay alive. Ice Wiz comes down. Something else should also be forced out for this Queen, so I'm going to Xbow on the right here, because, again, something will be forced out on the Queen, and he goes Tombstone, yeah, so I was also maybe going to Xbow same lane, but, okay, unfortunately I messed up the ability timing, so that really sucks. But he goes Barb Barrel. I think Fire Spirit should do the job, and okay, actually Poison Barb Barrel does pretty much take out my entire Xbow, so not the greatest connection opportunity, kind of messed it up, but we're still fine. We're in the damage lead. Fire Spirit damage coming in clutch on the left. Just going to log here, and let's kind of reset. Goes for Baby Dragon, so I'm just going to get back to my Archer Queen, I think, for this baby dragon. Going to play it pretty high up so that he can't really get poison value. Even though he doesn't have poison in cycle right now, that's going to be just a general play that I make. And I'm really tempted to rocket the Ice Wizard, actually. I think I will, because he still has to respond to the Queen, and he doesn't have Baby Dragon, so he doesn't have a menacing graveyard push he could really go for. Yeah, Tombstone comes down, so just a nice +2 trade for me there. Okay, looks like he's going to push now. Skelly King Graveyard, going to go Knight for this graveyard, and actually, oh no, I think I messed up the Knight. Skelly King... Okay, never mind, I didn't mess up the Knight. Skelly King isn't splashing the tower, but I still took quite a lot of damage there, not gonna lie. I have to give him the well played. I guess that was maybe a bit too overzealous of a rocket on my end. I thought that because I still had the Queen alive, he would have to respond to it, I would be fine, but I guess it was just kind of a negative trade. Don't have to respond to that, Cannon will take care of it. And goes Ice Wiz, so I'm just going to have to get back to my Queen, I think. Or actually just going to Cannon, because I'd rather maybe save the Queen for a Baby Dragon if possible. There it is, going to Queen now, again up high, anti-poison. This is kind of how you have to play Queen in this type of matchup. And he actually goes for a NATO poison, which is pretty well played, because that will pull the Queen into tower range, and also just take out the Queen pretty much, because now it's at like 1 HP. We're going to Xbow on the right. He doesn't have poison and cycle because he used it on my Queen, and he did kind of overcommit against the Queen because that is 7 elixir, so I'm going to try and make something happen here. Going to log and then Knight as well, and I am back to another Xbow, so I can go in, but I'm going to go Queen for the Baby Dragon, because if I go in with another Xbow and Baby Dragon's still alive, it won't really do me much justice. And he goes for a poison on the Queen instead of the Xbow, so Xbow will lock on the right. Pretty nice stuff there, and I'm pretty much looking to switch lanes to the right side right now. Going to pop my ability and then Xbow, 3 elixir forced out, and the Ice Wiz, perfect. Queen does actually get 1 hit, which is okay, but again, I am switching lanes because I don't want to go same lane as him, especially when he can just poison out my Xbows. And this Xbow should lock on thanks to the cannon. Okay, does go for an Ice Wizard, so pretty well played there. Just going to Knight plus Fire Spirit. Fire Spirit will take care of all the Tombstone skeletons. Archer Queen up high to just kind of pressure him. He's probably going to expect an Xbow now. Yeah, goes Poison. Exactly. So now I can go in on the left. Poison is not in cycle. Actually goes Barb Barrel as well, which is perfect because he doesn't have that for the Xbow now. It's one of the best Xbow counters. And I think I'm going to log this Tombstone here in a second. And he shouldn't have any ground troops in hand, actually. I don't think he has Ice Wiz back. Okay, he does have it back, but I guess he didn't have enough elixir for it because Xbow is going to lock on. He didn't get it down in time. He does give the good game. I'm just going to defensive Xbow now. It is a very nice connection for sure, but it's not over yet because these graveyards in triple can really rack up and do a lot of damage, especially when Baby Dragons kind of get stacked. So I'm going to have to try and get my Queen up and keep her alive. It does go for a Tornado to pull my Queen out of range. That was actually really well played. That's a play that a lot of good graveyard players make, especially because, again, Baby Dragon is such a problematic card. But still just going to rock it. I defended that fine, I think. And I think that was a bad Ice Wiz on my opponent's end because I was not really going to commit more to that side, and Queen probably would have only gotten like 2 more hits, which wasn't a big deal, but does go for another graveyard. I'd block it at the bridge, which is really good, which means Cannon will just kind of have free reign over this graveyard. Going to log as well, and Fire Spirit Knight as well for all of this swarm. And Queen is back. I think I have to rocket on defense here, actually, so just going to do it. Hopefully I hit. Okay, perfect. Hit the Queen. That's pretty much going to be game now. I don't think he can get more than like 500 damage with this graveyard push if I defend okay. And I will be back to a rocket, which I will throw on the tower now. So that's definitely going to be game. Just going to block the bridge with a Knight. There's a Baby Dragon for the graveyard, but without a tank, nothing will really come in. And that is going to be game. He gives a good game as well. So he is a really good Splashyard player. He obviously played it well. Kept it kind of close. That was a nice play, tornadoing my Queen opposite lane. Gonna give him the well played and good luck as well, just because I like him. He's a good player, and I notice he likes using that emote a lot. But yeah, definitely gonna take that win. Very nice win there for another game. Going to put me at 7,769 trophies, top 118 in the world now. So we are actually getting really close to top 100, which would be absolutely insane. Alright, and we found another match against Luminary. He is, as you can see, a very good player. I think he was almost in CRL in World Finals, but something happened. I'm not sure. Like maybe a visa issue or some other issue. I don't know. But I know he's a really good player. I think I've seen him in competition games as well. So should be a pretty interesting match. Here goes for a Miner. Just going to Knight to try and catch it. Looks like he knows I'm playing Xbow because he didn't go Miner in the safe spot. You know, knowing that I didn't have Tornado, so interesting. Just gonna Fire Spirit for these bats and see how he wants to respond. Okay, so bats, Miner, Skelly King. I think this is gonna be Miner Mortar then. There's that really popular meta deck with Musketeer, Poison, and I really want to rocket his tower right now, but I don't know if it's gonna be safe to do. Because, I mean, I know he has, like, probably bait cards in here as well. I guess I'm not going to rock it. I am trying to play it pretty safe, and I don't want to lose to, like, Miner Minion Horde next play. I think he has Minion Horde in this deck. But gonna go Skeletons for the Miner, and then I don't think I need to Fire Spirit for this Garmy. I should be fine, yeah, Skeletons help out afterwards, and Mortar is almost dead. Unfortunately, though, he is in the lead, and this is the issue. This is honestly going to be a pretty bad matchup, I think, because he has Bats. I think he has Minion Horde as well in this deck. I'm not sure, though. He could also just have the Musketeer Poison version. We'll find out if he poisoned this Archer Queen. Yeah, he does have a Magic Archer, so I think I'm just going to rocket it, because I actually need tower damage, and this is definitely a bad matchup. I mean, I think he has Minion Horde, or even if he doesn't, he already has Magic Archer, which is like just kind of cards that Fireball would do very well against. But I have Rocket in this deck, of course, so it is just very annoying. And Rocket doesn't get much value at all. If he plays his Magic Archers high, I can't really Rocket a Mortar in good conscience. It'll just be a very negative elixir trade. It does have a cannon card as well, so definitely going to be a hard counter, I think, because I can't really get a connection. He has Miner. The good news is that he does have arrows instead of a big spell, like Poison or Fireball, so Defensive Expo should be okay. And I think that's his entire deck, so maybe he doesn't have a Horde. He does still have Bats, which I'll have to be careful about, because I only really have Fire Spirit as a response. Going to Queen to take care of this Miner here, and he's probably going to Defensive Mortar, honestly, which should be very annoying. I'm actually going to Fire Spirit the bridge, and maybe... Okay, I was going to Rocket the Skelly King, but I decided to just Defensive Expo instead. Again, trying to play it safe, and I would probably get punished really hard if I did that super early on. Does pop the Skelly King ability, which is interesting. Just going to log all this back. Cannon cart should get taken out. And I'm actually going to try and go in here because I have a healthy Defensive Expo alive. He is going to go for a low defensive Mortar. Well played. I won't really be able to take it out with my lower Defensive Expo. And yeah, Fire Spirit was cycled maybe a bit too aggressively because now Bats will just wreak havoc on my Expo. So that is kind of unfortunate. But it is what it is. Expo's dead. We are somehow staying in this match, though, without really taking too much, which is good. I want to be careful of a Magic Archer at the bridge here, potentially, and I don't think I need to log on defense here. 2 Skeletons get hits. Okay, I think it was probably worth logging then, honestly, but does protect his Magic Archer. I'll just log. I'll catch the Miner with my Knight, and then I think I'm just going to Rocket, actually, because I need to get damage again. Going to Fire Spirit to make sure Magic Archer doesn't snipe my tower. That was a very close lineup, but it still didn't hit, thankfully. Now I don't have Fire Spirit for these Bats, so I'm actually kind of scared of this push, but we'll see. Skelly King coming down. Going to have to get back to my Fire Spirit soon, if possible. Going to go for a Knight. Actually, Queen might take it out. I think I definitely have to Rocket this Mortar. It's a negative trade. I know I said you can't really do it that much, but in this case, I think I have to because he just has too much on the board. Queen will take care of the cannon cart. Gonna go Skeletons, then Fire Spirit to make sure the Fire Spirit jumps. Looks like it did not even happen, so that's very unfortunate. And he also goes for a Magic Archer, which I couldn't have prevented at all, unfortunately. Like, I am now down 1,300 or so, and like there's not much counterplay I have to that. I don't have a Fireball, I can't instantly take it out, and I can't really predict it, because if I mess up the prediction, I'll just kind of get destroyed. So I'm going to have to Rocket cycle here. I'm going to throw the first Rocket, and Cannon on the left. He is also arrow cycling low-key. Going to Knight as well for all of this. Fire Spirit for the Bats. Skeletons to distract, and then log, and you have to get back to a Cannon here. Queen down low as well, and Fire Spirit for this new set of Bats, and I have to get back to a second log for this Mortar, I'm pretty sure. Or actually, I guess I just Rocket, because Queen will take care of the Mortar. We are slowly bouncing back. I mean, this does not look very promising, honestly. Gonna pop my ability, then Knight to protect my Queen. Fire Spirit for the Bats. Hopefully they get taken out. Nice. Queen is still alive, which is huge. Gonna Cannon for this Miner. And then I definitely have to Rocket right now. And log all of this as well. Bats should get taken out by this Fire Spirit, hopefully. Skeletons. And then I'm gonna Knight for this Magic Archer. And I just have to get another Rocket down. And a log. I don't think I can do it in time, sadly. Gonna Rocket now. Log as well, and Magic Archer unfortunately gets a hit, so that actually would have been enough damage. Kind of sucks. Gonna give my opponent the good game, though. Alright, so we did unfortunately take a loss there, guys, but I'm not too upset about it because it is definitely a hard counter. And we found the next match against Agony King. Going to be a very good player. I think he plays Giant Sparky normally, and he usually finishes like top 50, top 100 almost every time. Just going to Rocket the Queen. We do see Fire Spirit Queen, so this could be a cycle deck, I guess. Okay, Royal Hogs come down. Just gonna low cannon, Fire Spirit for the pigs. And he does not Earthquake my cannon. I actually went for a Knight thinking that he would go for a Quake, because I thought like I would need to commit even more. If I committed Skeletons, they just would have gotten taken out by the Earthquake ticks, so that was, I guess, a bad Knight, but it is what it is. He's probably just gonna delivery it, which is fine. And then Fire Spirit, not going to let that connect. So this matchup, Royal Hogs Earthquake, is interesting. I think it shouldn't be that bad for me because I have a Queen, I have a Rocket. Actually, on that note, I'm just going to Rocket this Queen here. Do not have a good cycle at all for it. Don't have a Knight anywhere near, so there's no way I'm messing around with that. And then I'm going to hover my cannon in the anti-Earthquake placement here in case he wants to go for a set of Royal Hogs. We'll see, though. I guess he's not really going in. I thought he might punish me for that Rocket because it was just a negative trade. Okay, just Earthquake cycle is interesting. Gonna set up with a Queen in the back. Just kind of build up a kind of supportive push from the back, and then I can maybe Xbow with this Queen because he just uses Earthquake. He is 3 cards away from it right now, just went log. So definitely going to go in and then get ready to log his pigs. Does go for Royal Hogs down low. Going to pop my ability and log all of this as well. Does go for the delivery, but Queen will still do an amazing job against those pigs. Queen also takes care of the Fire Spirit. He's going to have to log here. Go Skeletons. That's going to be a huge connection, though. His tower's down to 2.3k, courtesy of that Rocket as well earlier on. And I think this should basically be game. I mean, it is maybe a bit early to call that, but I don't see how he's going to really come back in this type of situation, especially when I just defend pretty well. As long as I don't choke, of course. Going to log this Queen back. I always like logging it when it's in the ability to kind of deny one ability hit. Makes it easier to counter. I'm just going to set up with a Fire Spirit in the back. Queen the back again, just setting up same lane. And at this point, I'm pretty comfortable to just sit back and play defensive. Going to go Cannon. Skeletons to push the pigs. Really nice play there. As you can see, it is the anti-Earthquake cannon placement, so his Earthquake was not able to hit my cannon and tower. Gonna go in now, Xbow Knight as well to predict the cannon of his Queen ability and log to take care of the delivery, and Xbow should lock on the tower here. Perfect, because I just kind of had a huge burst of damage there. And now if he goes Royal Hogs, I'm just gonna rocket them, honestly, just instantly take them out, keep my Xbow alive, and that's basically gonna be game. He gives up, which is pretty good. I mean, it was already game over even if he didn't give up. I got a huge connection there, and I think I did really well, so that is going to be a very nice win against Royal Hogs Earthquake. Against Agony King, one of the best Giant Sparky players in the world. I guess that's why he's a Sparky player, not Royal Hogs player, but I'll definitely take it. I mean, he is like 150 trophies above me, so this should be like a plus 40 or some crazy amount there. Gonna try and get both towers at the same time. Unfortunately messed that up. I never really know how to get that off, but okay, plus 41. Yeah, absolutely nuts. Really, really nice there. Win against Agony King. And yeah, I guess I'm not sure why he's playing that deck. I'll show you guys where I am now in the world, though, after that plus 41. 114. Let's go. Alright guys, and we are into the final match hopefully before I get to 7.8k, which is my goal today. Found the game against MOB Gobbo. I think he might be streaming on Twitch actually, but I'm recording so I can't exactly check. But just gonna go for a Knight for this Royal Ghost, and I think he's a bridge spam player off the top of my head. Goes Ram Rider the back. I'm actually just gonna rocket it. I might have missed. Hopefully I didn't miss. Hopefully I reacted fast enough. Okay, nice, I hit it. So that is going to get taken out with the help of the Knight, and that's going to be a really nice early lead. Goes Queen in the back, and I'm at 6, so that's actually a pretty bad sign. I'm down quite a lot of elixir. I guess it's pretty obvious after rocketing a Ram Rider. Just going to go Queen up high, though, to take his out. I don't want to mess around letting it cross the bridge. I'm going to pop my ability now, and his Queen is basically taken out. So that was honestly the best situation I could have asked for. Goes Mega Knight the back, and I'm down elixir once again, but I'm still going to go in because why not? I don't want to let him just build up a huge push and then lightning me out on defense. So just going to Skeletons for the Bandit. This should definitely be a huge connection, even though unfortunately Bandit did get a lot of value. Knight in the middle here, and then I'm going to go for a Cannon, try and activate King off of this Mega Knight plus Ghost here. Cannon should pull them both. Okay, definitely not going to get the King activation, but it should defend all of them perfectly. Nice. Ram Rider comes down, going to log it last second so it doesn't get a charge on my tower, and then just Fire Spirit to get some extra damage on it. I'm not going to Skeletons because it wouldn't really do anything, and I also want Skeletons for his Ghost or Bandit or whatever. Okay, goes Queen. Going to go Skeletons for that. Another reason, just saving Skeletons in general there was good, and then Knight for the Queen now should get taken out, actually. And he really messed up there. Wow, messed up the ability. Going to have to respond to this Knight in the right. So I'm going to go in on the left, predicting his response to my Knight in the right. And okay, he doesn't respond to it, but still, we do get a connection. I guess he was saving up for Mega Knight and didn't have enough for it. Okay, yeah, exactly. He didn't have enough elixir, so that's going to be amazing. Just going to set up with a Cannon down low, maybe try and activate King again off this Mega Knight if I can. I'll try. Okay, goes Bandit, so actually you have to scrap that and just get back to another Knight. Goes for Prediction Snowball. predicting my king activation, but good thing I switched up my plans. That is basically going to be game now because I just defended that perfectly. Yeah, he lightnings tower. Amazing win there against, I would say, not a good matchup, because he has Mega Knight Ram Rider Lightning, and Lightning is really good against Archer Queen, which I have. But, okay, wow, he actually pretended to give up, and now he's coming back. Very interesting. I'm just gonna keep playing though, I guess. And I didn't really spend too much there. I just went for an Xbow, so it's not that big of a deal. Ghost will get taken out. Queen should also get taken out. Nice. And then I can just rocket the tower. Even if he gets my right tower, if I somehow choke like crazy and lose this tower, I will still get back to another rocket. Gonna go knight up high just to kind of troll a little bit and keep his stuff on his side of the bridge, and then just stall it out forever, and then rocket, and then just going to log this Ram Rider, make sure it doesn't charge, and that's going to be game. So pretty much a perfect game there. I was definitely aggressive in single with my rocket on the Ram Rider, but I definitely had a fortunate situation for me at the end of it, and I definitely am glad with how that transpired. That's going to be a plus 25, unfortunately, not any higher. Pretty low trophy game there, 1 trophy away from 7.8k, but I'm going to take it. I mean, I'm 7,799 trophies, rank 107 in the world, pretty much top 100, which is really great. I'm really happy about it, and this is actually really interesting because this is technically my personal best finish in terms of ranking. But yeah, win against Xbow there, really nice stuff there, and Agony King. But yeah, like I was saying, that is going to be pretty much my best finish. 107 was where I finished, 8,113 trophies on my main account. Let me just see if I can find it here. There it is. As you can see, yep, 107, so same rank. Really nice stuff there. So really happy I was able to do it with Xbow Queen. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next ladder video.